Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you the sashing on, I know I told you how I was going to do it, but I thought I'd show you. So I cut all my black strips and I already pre-sewed quite a few of them. I really didn't count because if I needed more I'd just sew them. But the little gray squares to the edge of some of the black ones. So I did need, for each block I needed at least one of these without the gray square. So I started by sewing those on. I actually did it by rows. So I started with the first block. And here's what it looks like. I sewed one on and then I added the two with the gray squares. And now I'm not going to do the third side here because the third side is going to be, not this block in particular, but it's going to have one. Let me lay that out. It's going to have this one. So I sewed that there and I'm going to take one of these. And I'm going to, I did iron those the wrong way the second time I sewed some. I'm going to sew this one here. And then I will sew these two together. Let me pin this and I'll show you. Well, let me just sew it up with you and I'll show you. I did kind of, what do you call it? What do you call that? I chain piece with them. Let me get that started. So I'm actually going to do this one too. This one is in this row also. I'm going to go ahead and get it ready for the sewing machine. It's going to go in after this one. So when I get it out, I can show you how they look. I'll pin it and I'll just sew it and show you. I do recommend pins through here because it does not take long for your fabric to slide. Alright. I also have to go get batting for this. I used it all that I had. So I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew up the blue one and this one, and then we'll be back to show you what it will look like together. Oh, that's not really doing it, is it? Oh, so sorry. Guess I moved it when I was sewing. So we're just sewing this down, 1/4 inch seam. I didn't trim up my blocks, so there's a little extra right there, but it'll be okay. I have another one back there already on there. Lay it to the side. Pull this one up. Put it on. So I sewed it up by rows, and then I'm sewing the rows together. I already have the top 3 together. I'm going to sew these bottom 2. The bottom row is actually done also. But when I get this one done, I'm going to sew it together, and then I'll sew the 2 pieces, the 2 halves, it's not really halves, but the 2 halves of it together, so you don't have all that bulk every time. Okay, so let's cut this off and head back over here. We'll iron this open. Some of these pieces came out a little long too. If that bothers you, trim them off. It does not bother me, so I am not trimming them off. So then they'll lay out like this. This is the first and second block in this row. Oh, no, I can't do that yet because I have to add the bottom to this row. So we're going to do that first. I'll have to add that to the next one too. I'll just take you with me on this journey, you guys, if you want to go. If not, fast forward through this part? Question mark? I might cut that off also. I might not. If I was selling it or anything like that, I'd probably be a little more particular about it. But I don't sell quilts, so I'm not doing it. Well, I might do it, just not right now. Alright, we're going to go back over to the sewing machine and sew this up. Perhaps that's a little long. do have my scissors here. I will just trim it off. Alright, I do have to do this one now, so I can redo or remove that one. So we'll do this. I'm almost finished with this, you guys. You have no idea how excited I am about it. And I may have done that perfectly. The exact right amount of these. By accident, too. Yay me. I do pin a few down through there. Now you could have sewed the sashing in rows and then just sewn the middle one in your blocks and sewn them into rows, but I didn't want to do that. I really just wanted to do smaller pieces, so to speak, because those rows repeatedly would be a lot of stuff going through my little area here. Alright, now we can cut this one off and I'll show you where we're going with it. Well, you already know, but you know. Okay, so now it goes like this. And we're just gonna, no it doesn't. I did that wrong. Whatever. It's gonna go like this. It'll be fine. We're gonna sew this together. Let's see. Let me see if it's gonna bother me. So the only thing is I sewed that to a different side. So these won't be straight up and down. But honestly, they're not straight up and down on a lot of it. So, yeah. It'll be fine. He's not going to care. So now we're just going to fold these over. And sew these sides together. And pin this side. And then we'll do one in the middle. Let's go sew it. Alright, now we're going to clip off this other one. These are the other two blocks in this row. Well, it's one of the other two blocks. We're going to iron it open. Now, where did I put it? Here's the end block. So this one's going to go here. And this one is, I do need one more black with gray. But it's cool. Because I need to finish this one off because this is the end one. And it's going to go like this, but I need one down here at the bottom. So, for that one, I actually need 2 gray squares because I have to put one on both ends. But I don't know where my gray squares went. There they are. And I have exactly 2 left. So we're going to have to go back over there. I'm just going to sew one to each end here. Head back over to the sewing machine. This one I will not be using a pin because it's a tiny little strip. Actually, I'm just going to spin it around here, make sure it stays flat. And I'm going to spin it around, and I'm just going to sew this one on too. Because, well, it's faster. Now we'll use this ender. Cut all these off. Let's iron this open while we're here. It's this side. There it is. Alright, well, I'll lay this to the side. Well, I'm going to put it back up on my wall. Now, we're going to spin this around and iron this open. What did we iron these to? The gray, yep. It's a little bit big. I'm going to have to do some trimming. But I want this iron to the black also. No big deal. I actually expected as much. Because there's no shame in doing it as you go. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you exactly right here what I'm going to do. I need a 1/4 inch there, which is actually about what I'm over. So I'm going to cut it off right here. Very carefully. And we're going to pull this seam out. Maybe. There we go. That'll make a fine scrap. And then we're going to lay it here. And I'm not going to take you with me because it's just a quick stitch, but I'm just going to sew right down through there. Alright, see? We're back. And now I'm going to, now it'll line up perfectly. And I want this iron to, what side do I want? I want to iron to the black. To the black. There we go. Did y'all watch me do that? We're going to rip it out and do it right now. Sew it to the correct side. I've never added sashing before, y'all. This is my first time. Now we're going to iron it, or sew it to the correct side. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Yeah, this is right. No, it's not. Give me a minute. My thought process is not working. What am I doing? Y'all are probably yelling at the screen. I'll be right back. Okay, it took me longer than it should have, but I figured it out. Had I had it apart, it probably wouldn't have been so dramatic for me. Alright, so now I did it again. Iron it, pin it, and we're going to sew this up. Cut that little bit off. Alright, let's go sew it up. I don't know why my needle's stopping in the up position when I take my foot off the pedal. I don't like it. I don't know why it's doing it. Okay. Back over here. Iron it open. So this is pretty much it. Now I'm gonna iron or pin and these two pieces together, and then I'm gonna pin both the rows together, or both the blocks in this row together, and then we will do the row. And then, like I said, I already have the first 3 rows together, so I just have to do these 2 rows together, and then those, and then it'll be done. So doing the row is the hardest part, really. Not hardest, but, well, that's a good word. The hardest part, because of all the bulk with it. Well, the hardest part so far, because I'm sure quilting's going to be a joy. But anyways, so there you have it. Let me sew this up with you, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the top parts. I lost that pin. Did you hear it hit the floor? Good thing nobody comes down here but me. I do have to figure out why my needle is stopping up. It's not what it's supposed to do. Alright, I'll iron this open, and then I'll just show you the rest. And I'll finish the other off screen, because it's all pretty much the same from here on. There's that. Alright, so let me hang this up there. And not that you can see it very well, but here's the top 3 rows together. Let me move that iron out of the way. See how it will be bordered all the way around. I'll try to post a video or a picture of the entire quilt top when it's done. Well, not I'll try. I will. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you make it and love it, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.